Hello everyone, so hopefully you liked that little intro bit there. Real quick, I'll just quickly show you how this automatic cannon pretty much all works. It's all pretty sweet. Thank you, Whale. So pretty much, yeah, we're using Computercraft to actually do the controlling of the cannon. We have a bundled cable system. Unfortunately, you will need bundled cable for this to work. That's from the ProjectRed mod. I know a lot of mod packs don't have that, unfortunately. That one's a little bit cooked. That's very strange. Pretty much each bundled cable then has its own set channel for its own feature. So for example, this is the redstone wire which will load the shell. These are the redstone wires which will load the like the chargers. So I'll run through his water wheels at the bottom. I also have some sequence gear shifts for rotating. So I'll quickly go through it. So when the computer calculates a fire solution, which I'll go into the code in a little bit, it will get an amount of charges that it needs to fire. Let's say it's all 4 of the charges. These are the charges here. The charges will then get placed down onto these mechanical bearings, where they'll then be rotated. Now that's because the charge will always face the deployer, so I need to be able to rotate it. As well with the shell, when the shell gets placed, it will get rotated to get a fuse placed on it, so it'll go a whole 180 degrees, and then it'll turn 90 degrees again to be in line with the cannon. Once that's ready, I elevate the entire gear shift system up. I do this because I don't want any... I want the cannon to be able to fire behind it, so I don't want any machines really up here. If I did that, it might shoot itself, which isn't fantastic. So yeah, everything will get pushed up with a little piston that's hiding in between all these wheels. There it is. We'll push all of these ammo rounds up. Will then get loaded into the cannon. From there, for cannon aiming, what my computer does is it calculates an amount of time to keep a redstone signal on. I have these speed controls here which are set to output 5 RPM, and then I can do something like, say I want to do a shot at 30 degrees, I can calculate how long I need to keep these clutches open, supplying the gear shift power to the cannon, so that the cannon would rotate 30 degrees. So let's say it's like 10 seconds for 30 degrees, 3 degrees a second. That's just a hypothetical. It would run this for 10 seconds to go 30 degrees, or 5 seconds to go 15 degrees, kind of thing. The lower the rotation, the more accurate it is, so I've set 5 in this example as pretty good. It's fast enough, which is sweet. So yeah, I've got one that controls the pitch and another one which controls the yaw of the cannon. The yaw's a little bit different because you can either yaw left or right, so I've also got this gear shift here which can fluctuate between left or right. Just so that if I do want to shoot to the left, I don't need to turn my cannon 330 degrees, for example. I can just do negative 30 degrees to fire. Obviously, yeah, all of this is controlled with this computer. It's quite a bit of code. I probably might go through that in Visual Studio in a second of how this all kind of works, because there is a lot of it. Quickly reboot it. As well, we're using an advanced peripheral as our controller, so as you could see before, all my cannons are controlled with chat. This is verified as well, so another user can't shoot on your behalf. So if I go back into the edit startup, this will be something you'll need to change. There should be a list of authorized UUIDs. So here's my Minecraft UUID. You pretty much just add your own UUID here, or it will not authorize you. So for example, if I get rid of that one, and I save it, and I exit, and I reboot, and then I try to do something, like 100, 100, 100, it's going to say you are not authorized to perform this action. The other two cannons still have my UUID, so they're just saying that it's not possible. So I'll quickly change that out, edit startup. pretty sure I just deleted the 1. Let's hope that's all that needed to change. Haha, luckily enough in the code that's in the pastebin, that will be provided, I'm authorized to use all cannons, so that's always fun. Reboot, there we go. So yeah, pretty much the chat box will input all my chat into the computer, and the computer can then read the chat and calculate a fire solution, such as these ones. Obviously 100, 100, 100 is very far away from this cannon, so we can't reach it. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of how the cannon actually works. I'll give you a quick rundown with it actually firing. So let's say I do, I don't know, let's fire at, I don't know, let's just fire this little green island over here. Now the only thing is the cannon's not as accurate when you're close. So the closer you are, the less accurate it's probably going to be. So let's do fire solution -100, 67, -518. Now in the chat it's given me a fire solution accuracy range. I know it says 0 blocks, that's how it's calculated it, but it can be a little bit off still. But that's what the simulation is saying. It's saying that it wants 2 charges. It wants to yaw at 28 degrees and it wants a fire pitch angle of 56 degrees. So if that's all good with you, you can confirm it. If not, you can just cancel it. You can just write cancel and it will cancel, as you can see there, but we're going to confirm it. Confirm. This was placed down with 2 pieces. It's loaded the fuse. It's switched it all around. Up it goes. And then this part's going to trigger, open the breach, load the shell, take the piece out, close the breach. We're all going to aim. Looks like we got a pretty alright hit. Oh, they're going for the really high pitch angle, so the fire computer must have said it's different. We'll see how that goes. There we go. See, it all worked pretty well, which is good. I'm probably going to go through the code next for you, and then I'm going to show you. Actually, no, I'll quickly show you how to make your own, real quick. So, to actually make your own cannon, it's a little bit tricky. Pretty much involves, I have the schematic here. However, schematics don't bring over bundled cable, so there's a little bit of setup required. Sometimes your water wheels might not be running. Make sure you have water on this side. As you can see in there is water loaded. And then grab a piece of bundled cable. You gotta run it in a few different places. Yeah, it looks like the game's conflicting with me. It's trying to say that there is an item here on the server side, but the client side can't see it. So I'm gonna fly far away, and then fly back again, and it should unload the chunks and then reload the chunks. That might happen for you. Hopefully that's far enough away. So hopefully I just fixed that in post-processing. You just gotta unload the chunks and then reload the chunks by flying far away. Place down some bundled cable. Now bundled cable's gonna go in quite a few different places. So it's like there, to operate those ones. Then we have it wrap around here. Wrap up to here. Wrap around here. Up there. Through there. So that's good up to there. As well. You gotta kind of sneak in here. Place a bit there. Place a little bit there. So those 2 operating, and then a bit there, bit there, bit there. As well. Sneak back here. And place that there. So hopefully all the bundled cable is now down in the correct places. I might have missed a place, but who knows. Then you'll see these wool blocks everywhere. The wool block entails which kind of wire it wants. So this one wants black wire, this one wants purple wire, cyan wire, grey wire, I think I had some blue wire back here. And there's also some green wire, which is hiding up here. Then we've got yellow. I think we've got light blue. Magenta. Orange wire. White wire. Orange, yellow, light blue, and magenta installed. There's also two places where you just need standard wire. Did I just write wire, dear oh dear, which is just for red alloy wire. And that's just going to go there, and there. As well, just double check that your super glue has come over. Super glue. Looks like it has in my case. And then I'm just gonna get some shells, some charges, I mean. Charge. And then charge, I guess. They're both loaded. Explosive shells. Load these guys up as well. Fuse. With a Z. Impact fuse. And load the impact fuses up. Sometimes this redstone disappears here. I'm not sure why, so just make sure that's there as well. That just keeps these guys from activating. But in theory, that should be good to go. Next thing will be the computer. I've duplicated the computer here, so I'm just going to delete that one. Computer. Place down a new computer. Oh. Now, I do have a pastebin code for it. I'm just going to check if I've got it correct. Yeah, here we go. So pastebin, get this code, and set it to stop. And then reboot. And the computer will ask you quite a few different questions. So first will be about barrel information. So if you head on up, here's the base of your barrel. If I F3 screen it, or if you stand on top of it, you can get the F3 coordinates, and as long as it's the coordinate of that barrel, so currently I'm at Y91, so the barrel's at 19. So what I can do is I can do -1033, 90, I'm just writing these down, -430. 430, cool. So come on down. So -1033, 90, -430. Now, facing yaw is which way is the cannon facing? I've only set it at 90 degrees, in theory it should work at all other degrees. As you can see, my yaw is 90 here. I'm just shaking it so hopefully you can see it. So yaw of 90. And put that in. 4 charges, and the cannon information is saved, and the cannon's good to go. So in theory now I can give it a target. I'm gonna fly way over here and get a fire solution. -821, 72, -262. Cool. We're just not in render distance because I've really set my render distance low. But now if I do it, confirm, it should start the operation. It's gonna load the breach. close the bridge. I probably actually won't go in the code, it's just a bit too complicated to explain. There's no reason to explain it. It pretty much just does a simulation of firing at all the different angles to get the closest angle. That's pretty much how it works. It's just yawing over. Looks like all the other cannons are trying to fire as well. Might be a bad time for the Looks like the other ones all hit in their relative area. Oh, that one went a bit far, so yeah, the accuracy was a bit off on that one, unfortunately. What did it say? +7. Yeah, so it might be quite a bit off, but generally it's pretty accurate for most things far away. I think we're just a bit too close here. But yeah, that's pretty much the cannon for you. So thank you very much. Feel free to like and subscribe and go from there. Thank you. See you later.